Carlos Nelson with Cascade Sports. We're here at University Academy, home of the Mighty Griffins. We have the head coach, Mr. Nodie Newton. Hey, Nodie, tell our audience about yourself, a little bit about yourself, how long you've been coaching. Uh, Most of the people here in Kansas City know who you are, but our out-of-town audience, run it down
How you
to 'em.
doing? I'm Nodie Newton. I'm the head coach of University Academy. This is my 4th year here. This will be my 3rd year coaching varsity. I've been coaching around the Kansas City area for the last 20 plus years. Um,
What's some of the accomplishments off the high school circuit? Because when I met you, you were coaching,
AAU.
bitty teams.
I've won AAU national championship before. I finished top 5 in the AAU for like 5 years. I had 5 or 6 top 10 AAU basketball teams. Got a few guys that play in the NBA, a few guys that play in the NFL, countless kids that play college basketball, and a lot of kids that just play around the country. Just proud to have kids that have been afforded great careers in basketball and
Yeah,
academic.
well, when you're earlier we did this interview with your assistant coach, and I was talking about your tenure here and his tenure here because they really didn't have a really good record. I think it was they won 7 games or what have you, and you built the program to where you had, I think you only lost 7 games and so forth. What was that like? The process of bringing this program back on track. Tell our audience a little bit about that.
When we first came here, I think the record was 5-21.
Yes.
And when we took it over, we went 21-5. And I think it was just a mindset and getting the kids to understand and believing in the system and believing that they could be successful in playing basketball. University Academy is a high academic school, and we wanted to try to bring the athletic piece to that here. So we had kids to try to believe that they could be athletically inclined to play basketball if they perceived and pushed themselves to be that way on the court, and I guess that competitive on the court as they was in the classroom.
How hard has that been able to bring that record like that? Because I know last year you really didn't have no bigs, and you don't have really no bigs. How have you overcome that in your coaching style, and your style of play, and what have you?
I guess the good thing about what we've been able to do and what I've been fortunate to do, I've never had bigs. So by me never having bigs and on the AAU circuit, it kind of groomed me to be able to do this job. So I don't have a lot of bigs here, so I just kind of like ask my guys to play extra hard and do that extra work and go that extra mile to get that extra thing done. So get that extra rebound, get that extra inch and go that extra mile.
On a 1 to 10, how disciplined do you feel your program is?
Oh, man.
That's what I asked the kids. I didn't go 1 to 10 on them, but they were saying.
I ask my guys to be extra disciplined, and I think we have to be extra disciplined because we lack in size, we lack in depth. So we ask our guys to be extra disciplined because of that. So we have to be more disciplined than a lot of other programs. So I think on a scale from 1 to 10, we have to be about a 9.
All right. What would you have to say about your assistant coach and how he's helped you with your program and your kids?
All my assistant coaches. All my assistant coaches are like, I'm just really like the guy that takes the heat, and
Right.
man, but they prepare me. They make sure I'm prepared to come in here and do this job. So, we don't really use titles around here. We all just coaches.
Well, I'm saying that the one that I can't recall his name.
Stewart,
that-
right?
Yeah.
I think that's who you.
I'm saying, man, he had wealth of knowledge and play, not from a pencil and paper point of view. He was a player.
Yes, sir.
And so forth. And I know that has to really help when they transfer that knowledge to your ball.
Yes, sir. Him and Chad Hollins are both have a wealth of knowledge, and those guys make my job extremely easy because they can relate and the kids can relate, and where their backgrounds in basketball and where they've come from, and being able to relate to these guys on and off the court with situations on and off the court makes my job extremely easy.
Tell our audience a little bit about some sleepers that you have. They might be freshmen or sophomores or what have you that we need to be keeping our eye on.
We want to be extremely young this year. We'd be junior heavy this year. So one of the most known guys we have always is Stevie Strong. He's our junior. He's the guy that plays on the circuit. He plays on the EYBL circuit, so that'll be one of the guys that everyone knows. The guy that we are most excited about. He's a sophomore. His name is Kenny, and Kenny will be the guy that we think is going to be the breakout year. He's a sophomore. He's a guard, and this should be his breakout year. We're going to kind of run some things through him this year. So this will be his breakout year. His name is Cannon Clark. So we'll be running some things out of him. I think it'd be really exciting for people to see. And Xavier, will be our junior guard. We'll be doing a lot more things through him this year. So, and Karan Taylor will be our junior. He'll be running forward combo kind of guard. And then we have a senior that will be kind of figurehead in the team. He'll be our leader, and his name is Javen McKay.
All right, tell me this, Coach. On a 1 to 10, where do you feel your team is in physical shape right now?
Right now, I think we're at about a 7.
About a 7?
Yeah, it was Thanksgiving yesterday.
All right. All right.
So we'll say a 7.
Are there any teams that you're looking forward to playing specifically this season?
Yeah, we want to play St. Michael. We look forward to play St. Michael. That's always a good game. Me and Coach Scanlon has always been great friends. He's been a mentor to me, so I would love to play, St. Michael. We always have good battles. It goes back and forth. We want to play Summit Christian. Summit Christian's always been a good game with Jacob, great coach over there, and now they have Ralph over there. So, that'll be, fun for the kids, fun for the city. And then
right, I like that, fun for the city.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we always want to do, that. But then it's always fun to play also against an IL team. So we get the opportunity. We try to play a different team every year. We play East tomorrow at Penn Valley. So that'll be fun as well. So we're just looking forward and trying to win district this year.
All right, Coach. It's a pleasure having you on the show, and we look forward to covering a couple of more of your games. Do y'all play in that William Jewell tournament?
We don't.
You play in the High V?
We haven't got the invite for them. We haven't been beaten. We didn't do well enough in the past to get those invites yet, but hopefully we start. Hopefully so.
All right,
hopefully
pleasure having you
Hey,
on
thanks
the
for
show.
having us. I appreciate
All
it
right.
always.
All right.
Thank you.
This program is brought to you by the City of Fountains Coaches Association.